Anyone in their 40s/50s? What advice would give to people in their mid to late 20s, early 30s? Start exercising now. It only gets harder to make it a habit. But I'd add in. Cut the soda. And switch to water. Add more salads. I don't smoke or drink or do any drugs, but man, I love diet soda. I've been drinking flavored seltzer, but if I get the urge, a 2-liter of soda won't last a day. It's okay to not know what you want to do. It's okay to change your mind about things. It's okay to cut people out of your life. Having kids ain't for everyone. Find some hobbies you keep looking for more. There's a lot out there. You're more likely to regret not doing something than trying and failing. Don't take life too seriously. Read some peeping books. Learn how to cook at least a little and use a knife. Not a chopper contraption. It's okay to fail and peep up. Failures make better stories. Did I tell you the time I drove to the wrong peeping state? Huntsville, TN is about the same distance from Nashville as Huntsville in the wrong direction. Do not tolerate bullspeep. Oh yeah, also. Learn to say no. Things are going to hurt a lot less later if you take care of your body now. I'd add. Getting fat and frumpy and isolated isn't just a given. I'm 40 and fitter now. With more money for care and upkeep than I ever have been. It's clear by my age who has been coasting on luck and youth and who has been taking care of themselves. Being a healthy weight is the single biggest factor in aging well. Emo. Thanks. That's great incentive to actually do my run tomorrow. Save for retirement. Time in market beats timing the market. 100%. Drink more water. Stretch. 1. Learn how to make a budget and stick to it. 2. Learn how to plan and cook meals for the week. 3. Learn how to make a budget and stick to it. 4. Learn how to do your own laundry and dishes in a timely manner. 5. Learn how to make a budget and stick to it. 6. Create a chore chart and schedule so your place isn't disgusting. 7. Learn how to make a budget and stick to it. I agree with budgeting. One rule for me is if you have a credit card, always pay it in full every month. If you cannot pay in full, that means you are living way out of your means. I've never had the desire to spend much money. I could make $40,000 a year, not make a budget, and still never spend too much. Ladies and gentlemen of Reddit, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future. Or worry. But know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubble gum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind. The kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead. Sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much. Or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but your own living room. Read the directions even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past. And the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go but a precious few. Who should hold on? Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle. For as the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once but leave before it makes you soft. Travel. Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise. Politicians will philander. You too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable. Politicians were noble. And children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund. Maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse. But you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair. Or by the time you're 40 it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal. Wiping it off. Painting over the ugly parts and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me on the sunscreen. As a 48-year-old woman who did wear the sunscreen, I can see the difference between my friends and I. They have lots of wrinkles and age spots. I barely have any. I would add to that list. Don't smoke. Ask for help when you need it. Take care of your teeth. It's more than okay to change career. Don't buy too much stuff because then you have to get a bigger place just for it. Volunteer/help others. I met really good people while volunteering. Challenge yourself once in a while. Ask for advice. You don't have to follow them, but sometimes other people's experiences can help. Use birth control. Kids should be wanted and loved. Don't be an asshole. You may think it's cool, but it's a good way to end up alone. Start saving and investing right away. 5% of your income for savings. 5% for investments. Put your savings in their own account and don't touch them unless it's life or death. Or to purchase a house. Put your investments in low-MER index funds with a mix of domestic equities, international equities, and bonds. When you're young, you could go 80% equities, 20% bonds. Use the dollar cost averaging strategy. Invest small amounts bi-weekly or monthly instead of buying in lump sums. And don't cash out if the market tanks. Also, don't date girls that don't masturbate. It's all finance, and then you throw the curveball of don't date girls that don't masturbate. I don't disagree, but I'm curious why. Sex and money are the keys to happiness. Also scuba diving. But why MMV? Get out of debt and start saving immediately. The only person who is going to get your life out of a rut is you. Yeah. I'm not even that old, and I came to this realization. There's no one out to save you. Some will give you a hand here and there. But no one can pull two carts. Everyone has to do their own work of pulling their own thing along. 1. Be flexible with life. You will probably not end up in your dream job. Income, marriage, kids, house, car, etc. Life will never end up how you envision it. Go with the flow and adjust. Don't let it make you depressed or sad. Be content and strive to improve. 2. Don't stress over things you can't change and focus your energy on things that you can change. 3. Learn to budget and stick with it. Have financial discipline. 4. Save 10% of your income. Put that money away in IRA, Roth IRA, stock market, mutual funds, etc. so you can retire someday. 5. Enjoy life even when it is hard. There will be setbacks. You will fail at things and succeed in others. Learn to enjoy life. Be happy and content. 6. Life is short. You never know when you may get a terminal illness, die in a car crash, or do something stupid that kills you. As I get older, time seems to go by faster. Don't squander your time. It is the one thing you can't get back. You can earn more money or buy more crap, but you can't get back the time you lost or wasted. Value time. Make happy, good memories. 7. Make a difference. Use your life for the betterment of others. Devote yourself to a cause, campaign, belief, value, etc. Give your life purpose and meaning. Use your gifts, talents, and resources to make the world a better place than you found it. 8. Read more and social network less. Never stop learning. It's a hell of a lot easier to stay in shape than it is to get back into shape. Set up an automatic thing so that every payday like 10% of your salary goes into a global index fund. Then forget about it for several decades. Learn how to remind yourself of the reasons you fell in love with your spouse. Avoid getting into credit card debt at all costs. Again, debt is like owning a sharp knife. There are thousands of ways to use debt that doesn't hurt you at all. That thing you want to do someday? Do it now. Especially if it's something that requires your current physical ability. Most of moving from 20s/early 30s into your 40s is, as much as I hate to say it, a process of slowly watching your body start to betray you, take for granted now start crapping out on you. Like a car that slowly starts falling apart with time and use. Yes. Of course, take care of yourself. Eat right. Blah blah blah, but that only goes so far. I know you're imagining yourself as turning into that cool gray-haired friend of yours that still runs marathons, but for every one of those there are several people their age with chronic back pain, bad joints, or other health issues. Want to bike across Europe? Backpack into the Grand Canyon? Don't waste your good years saving every nickel and diming it out there and do the thing.